Slime or salt, a choice for transformation. Years ago, I knew a man named Jacob. Jacob was hardworking, smart, and ambitious. He owned a small shop in his community and was known for his drive. But Jacob had one flaw: he believed that others owed him. Whether it was asking for discounts from struggling vendors or borrowing tools he never returned, Jacob carried an air of entitlement that rubbed people the wrong way. At first, people obliged him. "It's just Jacob," they'd say, brushing off his demands. But over time, something changed. Friends stopped visiting his shop. Neighbors avoided his calls. He couldn't understand why people who once supported him now kept their distance. One day, Jacob confided in an old mentor, Mrs. Clara, a wise and kind woman in the community. She listened patiently as he vented his frustrations. Then she said, "Jacob, you've become like slime." "Slime?" he asked, confused and a little offended. "Yes, slime," she said. "Slime isn't just dirt, it's dirt that's been left to accumulate over time. Dirt can be washed away easily, but slime is a sign that someone hasn't taken the time to clean up, to reflect, or to change. Your entitlement has become your slime. It's not about what you're doing wrong now, it's about the pattern you've let build over the years. And that pattern is driving people away." Her words hit Jacob hard. He realized that his actions, though small and seemingly harmless at first, had built a reputation he didn't want. He had stopped being the salt of the earth, the one who brings flavor, preservation, and value to others. Instead, he had become the slime, a drain on the goodwill of his community. Mrs. Clara continued, "Salt has the power to cleanse even the toughest grime. You can change, Jacob, but it starts with deliberate action. Apologize where you need to, return what isn't yours, and start being a blessing instead of a burden. But don't do it for the rewards, do it because it's the right thing to do." That conversation was a turning point for Jacob. He began making small changes. He returned the tools he borrowed, paid full price for goods, and started helping others without expecting anything in return. Slowly but surely, people noticed. The same neighbors who once avoided him began visiting his shop again. His business thrived, not just because of his efforts but because he had regained their trust. So, are you the salt of the earth or the slime of the earth? Salt enhances life, purifies relationships, and brings out the best in others. Slime, on the other hand, is the residue of unchecked habits, thoughtlessness, and neglect. You can choose to wipe away the slime by deciding to live intentionally, to do good without expecting a price tag, to be a reflection of love and kindness. Like Jacob, you may feel stuck, wondering why the world seems to avoid you or why opportunities seem just out of reach. The answer may not be in working harder but in cleaning up the patterns of your past. This is your wake-up call. Scrub off the slime, forgive yourself, and start anew. Your destiny helpers, those meant to uplift and guide you, are waiting. Don't let the residue of your actions keep them away. I share this because I've been there too. Like Jacob, I carried my own slime for far too long. But I've learned that transformation is possible. Let me be the voice of a brother who wants to see you thrive. Peace.